every now and then I hear a comment like, my teammates aren't holding each other to account because they don't know how to hold someone to account and be for them at the same time. Now, I find that to be a very interesting comment. And it's a comment that's worthy of real curiosity and exploration. It's so easy to react to a comment like that and come back with an immediate answer. Far more useful if you find yourself or a colleague making that comment to explore deeply what am I really saying here? I would, though, like to make 2 points to inform that conversation and also a little sidebar. So the first point is that being for, which is one of the core practices of the collaborative way, one of the essential elements or parts or expressions of being for each other is to support each other's success. So if one of my teammates is struggling to honor their commitments or keep their commitments, then if I'm going to practice being for, then what it requires of me is to actually support them in keeping their commitment. Actually requires of me to have a straight conversation with them, to listen generously, find out what's going on, and work together to find a way to support them in fulfilling on their commitments. I am in no way supporting their success if I avoid having the difficult conversation out of some kind of concern, say that, maybe they'll get upset or something like that. That's to totally misunderstand being for. Being for isn't about let's all keep our relationship real superficial, be real nice to each other, and kind of have a superficial go along, get happy kind of relationship. No, it's something much deeper than that. It's about truly being for each other's success, appreciating each other as a human being, and actually having these kind of conversations and being willing to take the risk of their being upset or misunderstanding, and then care for that upset or misunderstanding so as to support what we're up to. Because each of these practices, when appropriately or accurately understood, are practices that contribute to accomplishing what we're up to. And it surely doesn't contribute to what we're up to not support people in keeping their commitments, follow up on commitments that haven't been kept, address supporting people around commitments where you're concerned they might not be kept. These are all practices in honoring commitments, and they're all expressions of being for each other. Now, the little sidebar I'd like to mention is that sometimes we think of holding somebody to account as throwing a big hissy fit, getting all upset, getting angry, really, demeaning or attacking that person, or really being very, very confrontational. And that's not what I call, or we call, being for each other, or even honoring commitments and supporting people and fulfilling their commitments. That has very limited positive effects when you throw a fit like that. It might feel pretty good in the moment. But also, fewer and fewer people in the workforce today are willing to take that kind of interaction. Some of us older, like me, we put up with a bunch of that. But less people are willing to these days. And they disengage. They either disengage by leaving, or they disengage by just disconnecting their spirit from the game while continuing to collect a paycheck. So that's not what we're talking about. That's not being for each other. The second point is if I have a teammate that is struggling and holding somebody to account, then it's on me, if I'm for them, to support them in actually getting good at holding others to account. If I am over here and allow myself to be at the effect of that, or complain about it or get judgmental about it, then I'm out of the practice myself. If this really is the case, that there is people are struggling with holding to account and using being for as a reason, wow, this is a great learning opportunity. This is a chance for me to step forward. This is a real invitation to my leadership to step forward and support the success of this person and the success of what we're up to together.